So I know I'm kind of late to the party reacting to Richmond, north of Richmond, but Oliver Anthony just came on my radar with Scornful Woman, and whoa, that song, such an incredibly constructed song. And then it's, of course, got the meaning behind it, man. And then that just got me into, like, I started watching the Joe Rogan that he was on from a couple days ago, just listening to him talk. And he's a real down to earth, interesting guy, like a real human being. And I love that. And so I had to check out more of his stuff. You all were saying I needed to check out more of him. So why don't I go back to one of like the songs that blew him up? Or I guess this was probably the song, right? This was a year ago that this one came out. That was just when I started doing vocal analyses online and YouTube, and I hadn't checked out any folk, bluegrassy, country type of artists. And I'm happy to open up that world. I love exploring rabbit holes of music that I haven't explored a lot yet on this channel. So keep recommendations coming if you guys want me to keep reacting to this stuff. It's very cool. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work. I'll just show you my website here. I have an amazing team of teachers here in the Manhattan, tri-state, Philadelphia area that teach with me. We do in-person lessons out here, but we have students online all over the world. So if you need a vocal coach, hit us up. Last other thing to tell you about, over on Patreon, I put up a lot of content over there because most of the time us music reactors don't make any money from the reactions we do on YouTube because of the copyright claims the artists put on it, which is fine with me. I love that my reactions most of the time make money for the artists I react to. Sometimes they don't, though. Sometimes they let us keep it. And I think Oliver Anthony, actually, he's one of those artists that I don't think is claiming his copyrights. And man, dude, claim your copyrights. Like, make some money from this. Like, I think that's a part of the new way that artists are going to be able to, make extra money as musicians in this new world of, it's such an interesting world now with music and how everything's changing. Anyway, all right, I'm going to stop blabbing. Let's get on to the song. We're going to give it a listen. I'll try to listen maybe all the way through if I can, and just take it in first. And then we'll go back and break down the lyrics a bit. We'll break down his vocal technique and all of that. So here we go. This is Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. Already clever, like clever name. Here we go.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you.
I just got goosebumps.
I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, know the rich men.
Wow.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond. been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Wow. So when I talk about great singing, like what is great singing, you know? It's this idea of having something to say and connecting with, you know, on a deep level, the expressive meaning behind the song, and then becoming like a channel or like a conduit of expression, I guess you could call it, where it's about the song coming through you for other people. And it's about feeling it, you know? There was this one at Berkeley, there was this amazing songwriting coach he did this masterclass. It was online, I saw it. And what he said was so poignant. He said, what makes somebody like a song, you know? And it's really very simple. It's that it makes you feel something. And it could be excited. It makes you feel excited. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel angry. Like it could be whatever the emotional state is, but there is an emotional state of being that the song has for you. And to do that as a singer, you've got to be there. Like you can't fake it. You've got to be raw and like plugged into what you're saying and singing from a place of real intention. And if this isn't a case study of somebody doing that, then I don't know what is, you know, like he was so emotionally connected to the text. Same thing with the Scornful Woman song that I reacted to a couple days ago. Like he is so good at that expressive tether to his voice and to the songwriting. And, you know, I mean, God, this song, no wonder this song hit so hard. This is where we are, right? I mean, this is exactly where we are. The power, the whole thing. Let's go back and look at it a little bit, and I'll start, and I've got the lyrics over here. We'll look at the lyrics a little bit too, and just kind of break down what he's doing. Here we go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away.
So listen to how much energy he's singing with right here. He's calling out like this. I'm looking out there. Like there's a lot of pressure and bite and energy in his sound right out of the gate, right? It's almost like he's wailing. He's like, you know, it's not yelling because it's in control, but there's I've been working all. It's like reaching somebody at the back of the bar, a crowded bar with no microphone. Like there's a lot of projection to his sound. So part of his tone quality vocally is coming from that. And what that does to his sound, it makes it sound brassier, and it has a lot of bop bop in the tone, a lot of bite and a lot of cut. How do we get that vocally? That's a lot of clean vocal fold closure, a lot of thickening of the vocal folds. It's called TA dominant singing in the world of voice pedagogy, if you care to know that.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you.
So it's what's that note? It's not high, but it's not crazy high, but it's high in his voice, and the way he sings it, by keeping it thick and keeping it pressed, it makes it really dramatic. What is that, an F sharp or a G? Yeah, it was a G. Well, so you know, he's got kind of a medium voice. He's like a baritone, kind of like my voice range pretty much. So a G is a high note for us, for our voice type. When the wild bop, like it takes me a lot of thrust and bite to do it in a contemporary style. I mean, I can do a falsetto too, but it's perfect, you know. And I love I couldn't remember the name of it in my reaction to Scornful Woman, but the dobro or the resonator guitar there. I love the tone. It's got that kind of twangy, the metal resonators give it more of like a mid-frequency twangy type of a sound. It's like, it's got a more angsty tone. It's not like, it doesn't have that warm wooden body tone that guitars have, or especially like a dreadnought has that really big, hollow, warm sound. This has like a biting, it's got like angst in the tone quality, right? And his voice has angst in the tone quality. It's almost like he has a resonator, you know, like a dobro face, right?
Home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I
A little grit on the voice too. So the grit we get through cinching the pharynx. It's like a cinching mechanism. And when you do it at a low level, it just has a little bit of that distorted extra vibration in your voice. When you crank it up, that's when we start getting into heavier metal and stuff like that. He's not to that level. He's got just a little bit of it here.
For people like me,
Hear that little?
people like you.
It's so expressive.
Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
These lyrics. He's so good at writing just very honest, down to earth, you know, like this is what we're all going through type of stuff. He's so good. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. How many people in United States are in that state right now? And of course the world. So I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. Yeah, so it's like the whole you get in the routine of the work life and then you just go home and like numb. You know, how many people in the world are just working more than they should, not enjoying their lives, not spending time with family, and then going home and numbing? How many? Like what percentage, right? It's a damn shame what the world's gone to. Yep. Very poignant commentary on society here for people like me and people like you. You know, it's like the everyday man song here. Living in the new world with an old soul. Yeah, that line was really good. Living in a new world with an old soul. Like, that everything he says is that, you know, he's got like the old, it's like the hunting, he's got the hunting perch up there. What's that called? The hunting stand, like the, my buddy Chris has been trying to get me into bow hunting. Maybe this summer it will be the summer. I don't know. We'll see. Chris, if you're watching, maybe this is the summer. Yeah, so I mean, God, these lyrics are just so straightforward, so accessible. Yeah, there's the stand up there.
Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north of Richmond.
I love how he just keeps throwing his voice up there in that part of he's really good at phrasing. That was something that I was noticing in his in the Scornful Woman reaction I did, where he has some clever ways that he shapes the musical thoughts. And that's what phrasing is. Phrasing is like, how do you make the statements you're making? You know, you can, in Scornful Woman, he's like, she had a home. I forget what the words are. She had, I want to run from, you know, he was doing that whole thing I was talking about where he would like leave that space and then the next thing. Very clever phrasing in the way that he shapes things. And so that, you know, going up in his voice and just wailing away and banging on those expressive points that he's making there, very, very clever.
What you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit,
Yeah.
and it's taxed to no end.
Get that little tack, you get a little growl on that top note.
What you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit,
Right here.
and it's taxed to no end.
That's called growl. When you get that, when it's vibrating, really it's your arytenoids that are vibrating. They're way down in your throat. They're the things responsible for closing and opening your cords. Da, da! You kind of get them active like that. He's a great singer. Great pitch. Very raw.
'Cause the rich men,
Very resonant.
the rich men.
And he sings with his southern accent, which it's so appropriate. And what that is, like the vowels, there are certain vowel differences between, well, you know, northern and southern accents. And there are ranges of them, of course. But there are universals, like the tone is a little brighter. Ahs are very bright. Our O's sometimes, there's like an O-oo inside of the O. That's sort of the normal vowel stuff that you'll hear in southern folk, bluegrassy stuff.
I wish politicians would look out for minors.
Here's phrasing. Politicians, look out for minors. Like he makes a statement, but he doesn't finish the statement. That's kind of the same thing he was doing in Scornful Woman. You know, and it leaves anticipation. I did the Tim Curry reference from Rocky Horror last time. I won't do it again.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere.
See, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da. It's not on accident. He's very clever.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds.
Look at how connected he is to what he's saying. Man, so raw. This is great singing. This is what great singing is about. It's about your voice appropriately doing the thing it needs to do to get the message out. Whatever that looks like in the style of music you're making, with the type of song, whether it's exciting or a ballady or whatever. I mean, this is perfect singing.
Taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you.
I'm already singing that hook right there. Like, it's in my mind already, second pass. That's anytime I do a reaction and that's happening, that's a sticky hook. It's a really good hook.
I wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
So I think about the AI music stuff, and AI is not going to take this away from us, and the way that I think about it is, who do we make music for? And we're humans who want music from other humans because we learn about the human condition. It's another way that we share information about this life, being alive. And we're not going to lose that. Like, we're going to always find ways to do this, so I think it's going to be kind of a counterculture thing. There will be everybody like, look what I can do with AI. I can make a great song, and I don't even have to be there, and I don't even have to be on camera, and I don't have to do anything. Like, there's going to be that movement which continues. And then there's going to be this counter movement with people like Oliver Anthony, I predict, where they're just people learning instruments just like we used to, writing heartfelt songs about the human condition for other humans to have a reaction to that feels live and feels raw and feels visceral. I don't think that's ever going to stop, And especially with artists like him. I mean, the last Scornful Woman, it was in his house with a generator. Like, it was not AI. It was not high tech at all, But look at how big it is, right?
All it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north of Richmond.
Wow.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Right on, man. Wow. So powerful, super powerful. He just, what was really awesome too, listening to him in that Joe Rogan interview, was how he's really genuinely down to earth. And he was kind of like, he believed he was saying in part of the interview, he was talking about how he believed everybody that told him that he better really make the most of his 15 minutes of fame because it's going away. And so he believed that, and he didn't plan on that he was going to be writing more songs and, continuing this whole thing of being an artist who makes music for his fans and things like that. And, life had a plan. God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, had a plan for him. And it was... So now he's got, I think he said that he released Scornful Woman, and then there are like 6 or 7 more songs coming that he's put together, new stuff. I don't know if it's out yet. I don't know. I just saw, and what I'm pulling back, I was like half, paying attention, working out, so I don't know. But yeah, I find he's a fascinating, I love how humble and down to earth he is. He's a real human being, Very cool. Let me know what you'd like me to check out next. And also, too, I mean, if we're opening up this world of this like bluegrass, country, folky type of stuff, I haven't really done much in that world of American music. If you guys want me to do some of that, let me know down in the comments. I'll create a new rabbit hole down this road. This is fun. I love it. Yeah, so anyway, and if you like this video, subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date for my latest stuff. I'll see you in my next reaction. Cheers.